Hello and welcome to the Learned It, Living It podcast. Today I am absolutely delighted to be joined by not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 guests, and we're going to do this in a 2-parter, all in one episode today. Today I am joined with 3 of the interns that are on the Supported Internship Programme, and we're going to get straight in to find out what it's all about. So, hello everybody, welcome.
Hi.
How are we? Are we all right?
Yeah.
I'm very well. That's the first time anyone's asked me how I am, so thank you very much. That's very kind of you. So, Supported Internship Programme. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Right, sounds fantastic. To begin with, could you just tell me your names?
I'm Meadow.
Meadow?
I'm Andrew.
I'm Lynn.
Nice to meet you all. It's fantastic to have you on, and I'm really excited. I've got some fantastic questions here. Really excited to hear what it's all about. So, the first question is, why did you choose the Supported Internship Programme? Who's ready for that? You're looking ready.
I chose the internship because it opens more doors to a new experience that you can now get whilst at college.
Yep.
And you learn more skills whilst you're working at the same time.
So you're getting to go to work,
Yep.
experience the workplace,
Yep.
and then you're also coming into college to do some studies. That's incredible. So what are you doing? Where are you going to work to get that experience?
At Amazon to learn new hand-on skills,
Yep.
learn hand-and-eye coordination,
Yep.
and you get to learn communication skills as well whilst you're at work.
Fantastic. Wow, that's amazing. I love that. That is absolutely brilliant. What about yourself? What are you doing as part of the Supported Internship?
So what I'm doing is I'm trying to learn like different skills and get like my confidence boost up, because when I first started, poor Andrew, I was hiding behind him.
Right. Well, you're not today. You're
No,
front
not
and
today.
central.
Like, I'd be really nervous, I'd be really scared trying to like talk to new people, and now I go into the workplace and I just learn everything that I need to learn, and hopefully I'll be getting a job there.
Fantastic. And are you at Amazon as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're hiding behind him day one?
Yeah, day
Yeah.
one, didn't speak to no one, I was silent, and then now I just don't shut up.
Well, I'd never have thought it coming into it today, so well done. And are you at Amazon as well?
Yep.
Are you enjoying it?
Yep, I was
Yeah, having a good time. So what are you doing? How many days do you go to Amazon, and how many days do you go to college?
It's a full week at Amazon.
Okay.
So on a Wednesday, we actually have our classroom. So all of our college work is actually on a Wednesday, where we'll learn finances and all different things, like maybe like professionalism. We'll learn about that and like how to speak to different people about different things. So usually we're in like 5 days a week, but our Wednesdays is our classroom day, and we've got a classroom in Amazon. So
Okay. So you don't even have to go anywhere else.
No.
Brilliant. So you've took the college to the workplace. That is fantastic. So my next question is, can you give me an idea what your typical day is? What's this typical day like?
So we go into, so we got to get the bus whenever before it gets too late.
Yep.
And then we go through the turnstiles in the entrance.
Yep.
Then we go to the lockers to put our stuff in the lockers. And then after we've been to the lockers, we'll head up to the people to get our stations. And then when we've got our designated stations, we'll go locate them and start preparing our stations for work.
That sounds very thorough. I like that. So obviously you are getting yourself to work, you're making the preparations ready for the day. Then once you're away, are you just straight into to cracking on with the jobs and the tasks at hand? And what sort of jobs are you doing?
We do picking and packing.
Yeah. And how do you find it?
Fun.
it is really good.
Yeah.
Definitely learn like different skills just from that. Hand-eye coordination, communication, from talk to different people, talking to like Gemma, our job coach, about like if we're struggling with something, she'll come help us. It's like different things really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. So what skills, you've touched on some of them there about your talking and presenting. You're doing a fantastic job, so keep it up. But what skills have you developed during the internship so far? Did you start in September, my first group? Yeah. So just to date it, so everyone's aware, it's March now when we're recording this. So you've September to March. What sort of skills that you didn't think you were going to learn necessarily? What have you found the benefits?
Communication skills, because sometimes I'd find it hard to talk to people.
Okay. I would have never thought that, having met you today. And how has that helped you?
It's helped me boost my confidence talking to new people.
Yeah. Do you find you maybe enjoy it a bit more as well? Yeah, new scenarios. I suppose work does that to you, right? It puts you in different situations that you're not used to. Yeah. Are there any other skills that you think you've developed while you've been in the internship?
Probably more professionalism.
Yep.
So like making sure that you've got smart clothes on, making sure that you've got everything ready to be like going for the day.
Yeah, absolutely. You talked about getting to work on time. Very important thing in the workplace, because if you turn up late, it gets you off to the wrong start, doesn't it, to begin with? So that's fantastic that you're developing those skills. I think on the programme, what sort of support have you received from the college and things? What sort of help have you been getting from the college, from Amazon?
We get it mainly from both.
Yeah.
So like we'll have Amazon help us like within the workplace, and then like when we're in classroom, Becca and Gemma usually help us. Usually we have Gemma with us all day, every day.
Yep.
So like if we're struggling on something, or like if one of us is getting nervous, Gemma will know what to do straight away and help us out. So from the support from them is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have it any other way from them.
You're not saying that because they're in the room. They're sat over there. And we will be talking to Rebecca and Gemma shortly. But yeah, that's brilliant. I mean, they're going, yep, coffee for you later. Good job. But no, I mean, there you go. So it speaks for itself. So fantastic work. I suppose, obviously, you touched on some of the challenges that you first come into it, getting yourself accessing public transport, getting to work on time doing this. What sort of challenges have you faced? How have you overcome them?
Sometimes I'll struggle getting the bus back from work to home, but then I'll just wait and see if another one comes. And if the bus doesn't show up, then I'll try and think about another alternative to get home from work.
Right, okay, yeah. So have you had that happen a couple of times?
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you had it?
Yeah.
Very challenging. So what, have you panicked, or have you felt that you've had the confidence to find an alternative
Sometimes
solution?
I'd panic, but sometimes I'd find the confidence to alternative transportations.
Yeah, well, that's good. And once you've been through that experience, I imagine it gets a bit easier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? What about yourself? What challenges have you
So
faced?
my challenges was my anxiety. I really struggled to talk to different people. I didn't like wanting to talk to anyone. Obviously, I was hide behind Andrew.
Yeah.
I would only ever speak to like him. I wouldn't speak to anyone else. I was always like really nervous. But now, since I've actually like put myself out there, I'm a lot more confident. I don't have like much anxiety now when I'm going into work. It's a lot more where I am a lot more happy and a lot more relaxed from starting there.
That's brilliant. Really well done. Honestly, it takes guts and effort to do that, and I think you've done a tremendous job. So I've got a question for yourself now. What has been the most rewarding moment of your internship so far?
Having an interview.
Having an interview?
Yeah.
Wow, Today?
Yeah.
Not just my... so after this podcast today, you've got an interview?
Yeah. At the Hippodrome.
I love the Hippodrome. What a fantastic place. The Hippodrome is it's the theatre, if people are unaware, Darlington Hippodrome. It's a very historic theatre in the town, and you've got an interview to go.
Yeah.
That is fantastic. How do you feel about it?
A little bit nervous.
Nerves are okay. I'm sure you'll be absolutely brilliant. So we wish you all the best of luck.
Yeah.
And the Hippodrome is just an incredible place. If you are new to Darlington, or you don't know much about Darlington, Google it, have a look. It is absolutely steeped in history, and it is a fantastic venue. So I wish you all the best of luck in your interview. That is absolutely incredible. So this links nicely. You've set that up lovely. How do you think the experience has shaped you? Obviously, you've got an interview, so that's ticked for you.
Yeah.
But how do you think the experience has shaped your future career plans? Like, when you look to the future now with careers, what are you thinking? How do you feel about it?
A lot more confident about it. A lot more confident.
Yeah, in what ways?
So, like, obviously I was doing childcare before I came to do the internship.
Right.
But I'd struggle to sit, like, in a classroom. It just wasn't for me. And obviously with this internship here now, it's just proper, like, got me in the right headspace that I needed to be in. It's like, what is in the world of wonder? And, like, learn different things about the workplace and obviously learn different skills.
So it's definitely broadened your horizons to what you could do. That's really fantastic. What about yourself?
It's helped me find more jobs that could potentially help me within the future of finding jobs.
Yep.
Because I did 2 years of mechanics and a year of engineering back at college. And I still haven't found no jobs around that yet.
Yeah. But obviously this has got you into a workplace.
Yep.
Got your experience in terms of getting to work, making arrangements for your travel.
Yep.
So do you feel that it's a lot more positive in terms of how you can outlook with that? What sort of jobs would you like to go into out of
I'd
interest?
like to do mechanical engineering.
It's a very straight talking answer there. I love that. That's what I want to do. Well, you go for it. Absolutely go for it. This is the last question for yourselves before we give them a grilling over there. But what advice would you give someone who's thinking about this programme?
Work hard.
Have fun.
Make history.
Oh, I love that.
So that is
You guys should work in marketing. That was amazing.
So that's the Amazon motto.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's
Is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well trained. Well done, Amazon. So it's work hard.
Have fun.
Make history.
Speaks for itself. Was that primed? Was that planned over there? I'm looking over there. No, that was absolutely magical. But yeah, I think that's fantastic, and the fact that you've taken those messages, it just shows the support that you've had. I would just like to say, obviously, for your part, you can now relax. For yourself, I'd like to wish you the best luck in your interview. You guys have been absolutely incredible. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep working with the college. Keep, working with everyone at Amazon. Keep challenging yourselves to do that, because the stuff that you've done, some of those challenges that you've told me that you've overcome, I'd never have thought it. So you're obviously doing an incredible job. So big round of applause to yourselves, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us come.
Thank
You're
you for the
welcome.
experience.
Well mannered as well. Look at that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to change over, and we're going to bring Rebecca and Gemma in. So with a magic bit of camera trickery, which will happen now, I'm going to start with my first question with Rebecca and Gemma. So Rebecca and Gemma, look, camera magic.
Oh, wow.
Camera magic. Nothing happened. It was immediate. So nice to meet you both. Welcome to the podcast, and obviously you've been cited. So, as in behind the scenes. So tell us who you are, what you do, please.
Yes, so my name's Rebecca and I'm the programme lead for the Supported Internships.
Okay,
And
thank
I'm
you.
Gemma. I'm the job coach based in Amazon with the interns.
The famous job coach.
Yes,
If you've got a
the
problem,
famous,
Gemma's
I know.
there. If you've got a problem, Gemma will sort it out. That's what you said, wasn't it, Meadow?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, great to have you along. And I think already, before we get into the questions, what a great job they're doing.
So proud.
I'm really proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. They work so hard. When they're on station, it's just constant. Yeah. We have like ups and downs with what
As
they
we
were
all do,
saying,
yeah.
but they do absolutely amazing.
So could you give me an overview of the Supported Internship Programme, and how it helps young people transition into employment?
Yeah, definitely. So our Supported Internship Programme is 5 days a week, as they've already said. 4 days they are working on station, that hands-on experience, and then 1 day they're in the classroom with both of us, which is following more of an employability curriculum. So a bit of a break from working, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's 5 days a week.
4 days working,
Yeah.
1 day, middle of the week, in the classroom, but the classroom is at the Amazon site.
Yes.
Yeah, they're completely based at Amazon. We kind of ran it that way because although they are college students and they are full-time students, we kind of wanted that whole, work-life experience, and we didn't want to dampen that maybe by that 1 day in college and, maybe, I don't want to say revert back to college ways, but, it's a sign of
I suppose when you're training for employment and
That's
working
it.
towards it, it's
Yeah.
a nice fit.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. So as part of that, what makes the internship at Amazon a unique opportunity for the students? Like what's the USP, I suppose?
Well, it's coming from education into like a working environment, really. And once, do you want to?
Yeah, so Amazon's kind of got a pathway to employment. We've kind of come up with a bit of an agreement that our interns go on this journey.
Okay.
I don't want to say pass the test because it's not that at all,
No.
but, if they work on, attendance, punctuality, their quality, learning the skills, Amazon are offering a job opportunity at the end. So our programme is actually, the end goal is paid employment with Amazon. So that is kind of our USP there. The end goal is paid employment.
And that will be by June.
Yeah.
Like
By
starting
the end
that
of the
process.
Right, so in an academic year, so basically you start in September,
Yeah.
go through the process. What sort of modules then are you looking at when you're doing the tuition on the Wednesday? What sort of things are you looking at?
Employability, we look at more real life stuff. So, professional behaviour. I know Meadow touched on that earlier. It's kind of, your dress code. If you're calling in sick, you can't ask, parents or carers to call in for you. There's a procedure. You need to contact HR, and it can't be at midday. We're looking at these keywords: annual leave,
Yep.
You don't get the 6 weeks holidays anymore. You don't just automatically get 2 weeks off for Easter.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
I know, yeah.
that's right. Yeah.
I missed my 6 weeks summer holidays. Yeah.
So we kind of look at that, and again, when we say finance, you know, a lot of our interns are fed up of English and maths and kind of, you know, not being able to get the grade that they need to move on.
Yep.
So rather than repeating that in the classroom, we look at a separate thing. So our maths is, you know, looking at a pay slip. What does a pay slip look
Yep.
like? National insurance, tax.
Catching the bus.
Exactly. Yeah.
Reading bus
Yeah.
timetables.
Yeah. So that's kind of our English and maths. It's more into, you know, what's going to be their day to day looking like and how we can relate the English and maths to suit them,
Yeah.
you know, to progress through life.
Yeah. So on the job coaching side,
Yeah.
what does that look like?
It starts really, it started well before September, so it started in June where you do like bus travel training, so we'd meet
Yeah.
them in the town, do a few bus runs to Amazon, getting to know them individually really, what support is needed. Some
Yeah.
learn differently than others, some are quicker than others, so it's just, you know, giving that extra support tailored on the stations.
Yeah. So I suppose. So you're saying this starts before the program in September
Bus
begins?
training, taking them in visits into Amazon, get to know the environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose that makes sense in so many ways because you go, here's the employment opportunity.
Yeah.
But if you can't catch the bus here or know how to get here, there's a
And
big
we
barrier.
have had issues, like Andrew said, about the buses. So there was a time where we did put a taxi on for them
Yep.
to get into the town centre, which, you know, was a few weeks over Christmas. So it helped the interns out a little bit, getting just that stress, really, of relieving it a little bit for them. So we did provide a taxi as well.
But
So
looking at other options, so it was Andrew that booked the taxi.
Yeah,
That was on
yeah.
his phone. So it's just in case a bus doesn't come up, how do we deal with it?
Yeah.
Okay, these are options.
yeah.
Yeah.
Same
So it's a
life.
really rounded program. I really
Yeah.
like this. So I'm just having a quick look. So obviously we've touched on the college side and job coaching
Yeah.
side, but what sort of workplace support do they get? What does that look like in terms of when they're there?
It's really supported.
Yeah.
Amazon. Even
I mean, they have said the strap line.
Yeah,
Between the three of them.
We didn't know that was coming.
I couldn't
So I think
repeat
they've been pretty well supported.
Yeah.
I think Amazon will love that.
Yeah, I couldn't repeat it. I don't
Give
know.
us a call, Jeff.
Jobs, please.
But it is a very well supported place. Our
Yeah.
interns aside, all associates there are supported. But for our interns, you know, they have their own team leader, their own job coach that
Yeah.
comes and sees them on the daily. HR's involved as well.
Yeah.
You know, so we've got a lot of key contacts.
Yeah.
And they're always about. There's always somebody who's about to say hello. I'm just checking in on you. Whether it's, you know, our interns working on station, or we could be in the classroom and they'll just, you know, knock on the door, pop in, and just have a quick catch up that way. It is fully supported there. It is a supportive environment, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, even, you know, from the managers, anything you need, you know, there are, and any additional training as well, you know, they'll go up to them and explain what to do. So just to make sure they're doing the processes all correctly. Yeah, they're really, really good with them.
Yeah.
From the L&D team to your managers, team leaders, like Becky said, HR, so...
Yeah, and I think
Wow.
obviously for yourselves, looking off camera to the team over there, coming into the workplace and then suddenly it's like, oh, there's this thing called HR. What?
Yeah, well, exactly. Who are they? What's going on?
Who's that? I want to take a holiday, but it's not school holiday. How does that work?
Yeah.
There's a whole raft of systems that you've got to get to grips with.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. And I will say, our interns aren't classed as interns over there. They are classed as associates, to the point they were invited to the post-peak party, the work party, you know, invited just like everybody
I'm just looking.
else.
Did anyone go? Yep. What was it like? It was really good and fun, just because
Yeah.
they're off microphone also.
Yeah. So, you know, they're not just interns there on a programme. They are classed as associates over there. They're contributing to the work environment.
Yeah.
So it's lovely to see. It is lovely.
Yeah, sounds like a really good program to be involved with. On that then, so obviously we've got 3 individuals here today. How do you support them? Like, obviously everyone's individual, so, you know, how do you sort of tailor the support, I suppose?
Yeah, so I guess as Gemma said, we started through the summer. We meet people on an individual basis, kind of have, you know, quite an informal chat about how you learn best, what can we do to support you. So it's a 2-way conversation, really.
Yeah.
So it starts there, and with parents and carers at home.
Yeah.
How can we support you at home to make sure that we can support your young person? And it's a lot of communication with everybody involved, isn't it?
Yeah, and the good thing with Amazon, though, it's a lot of it, the work is visual. So it's just like pictures, buttons. So reading, isn't it, lights? So you can't really make a mistake. It'll tell you if you have, if you pick the incorrect items.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's visual. So I mean, for every one of the interns, they're all very different. They've all got their own different needs, but they're all managed amazingly.
Yeah, it sounds like they're doing an incredible job.
I guess, as Gemma said, if somebody's stronger at reading, you can read the instructions.
Yeah.
If pictorials or videos is how you learn best, or you can process it a bit easier, then you have that option of visual with the lights.
Yeah.
So again, Amazon have already thought of a lot of things and took it kind of the pressure off us a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they've already got
I was
things
thinking
in
it'd be
place.
amazing to see, like, half of us don't see what goes on in there and things. And
even when the interns first started on the picking department, so there's like a scanner and there's a red light, but they even put like a spot on the floor so they could see the light better for the interns. So,
right, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, that was amazing for them. It was just their scan. Yeah,
just anything
ready.
to
So
help.
they put all that in place for them as well.
Okay, so this sort of leads into my next question. So what skills, qualities do you see? I mean, you must have seen a journey. So I suppose, obviously we've talked about Meadow, for example.
Yeah.
Hiding behind Andrew.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Which she has not done
No.
at all, and I would never have thought it.
Yeah.
So I'm delighted to be able to speak to her today. But what sort of skills, what qualities are you seeing developing? Not just classroom.
Well, I guess they've touched on it themselves, which is really nice that they can see it in themselves as well. But confidence is a massive thing. It's a big building, Amazon. Walking through that door and not knowing what's behind there is really, really scary. Like I was.
I mean, even myself, from going from the college into Amazon, it was daunting.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
A different world.
A different world,
yeah, 100%. So watching these guys come through, really nervous, quite timid. Now they go in as if they own the place, like, hey, everybody. That's been amazing to see, hasn't it?
I mean, if I could have done a video from September to now, it's unbelievable. We had the principal over, didn't we, David, last week, and he did, huge difference, and
so it's definitely confidence.
it's a big one.
It's amazing to see.
Yeah.
Wow, incredible. I suppose onto the flip side, the challenges. What are the sort of challenges that the students have faced really, and how have you kind of helped to overcome that? And I suppose if we go on both sides from a job coaching curriculum.
I think a big one, obviously, it's that transition from college to Amazon. It's totally different. Like you're going in there to work in Amazon, and if you're not feeling it, I'm sorry, I haven't got a lesson plan. I can't teach you anything in a classroom. All your teaching is on a station. Yep. So if you're like, I'm not doing that today, or I'm not feeling great, like that is it. You're there to work really. I think that was the toughest in the beginning. But strategies like sort of time out, have your 10 minutes, get yourself, and then come back. And it's just really worked well for them all.
Yeah.
They get through the days a lot better now, more positive, whereas when they first come in, it was like, oh, God, I don't think I can do it. Just the confidence.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, absolutely. And even for myself, it was like, wow, where am I? But they've absolutely done amazing. So proud of them all.
Yeah. I think for anyone in that transition from education into, I remember finishing my studies and going, I remember getting my certificate, be like, right, great. Now what? It's like, and yes, I was doing some part-time work and this, that, and the other. But it's like you kind of go, right, I've got my whole life ahead of me. I don't really know what's in store for me. I need to kind of find the path that I want to choose and take. And then it's like, on top of that, you got to learn about the world of work and everything else.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously you're working with the young people here, but there's families, carers that sit behind all of this. I suppose any of, what would you be saying to the young people themselves, the families, the carers, anyone that's involved in looking after these young people? What would you be saying about the supported, what is the crux of the supported internship? What's the key thing?
I would say it's scary. Being a parent or a carer is scary, of that what's next, that unknown. And I think that additional fear when your young person has additional needs, there's extra barriers up initially, unfortunately, and it shouldn't be the case, but it is, I'm afraid. So it's that what's next. And now we've got this programme, which is amazing, opportunity for that what's next, that next step, you know, into adulthood essentially, you know. Everyone should have a chance of employment, that opportunity, and our programme gives that opportunity.
Well, someone's got an interview this afternoon.
Well, absolutely. And that's,
Exactly, and that's ours. So rather than, again, in our classroom, we're not just talking about interviews and having pretend interviews. We're looking at how to apply for jobs. We are physically applying for jobs.
Yeah.
And again, Wayne has fantastically got an interview as a result. So, you know, it's real life. It's a real life programme, but still being supported for that year to mature, that year to get to grips with that kind of working life, to have the opportunity to figure out what you do and don't like, because not everyone does like Amazon.
No, it's not for everybody.
3 interns that have come today, Wayne has decided, yes, I'm having a good time, but I don't think this employment's for me, which is absolutely fine, hence why we're looking at other opportunities.
Yeah.
Andrew and Meadow are doing fantastic, and they're thinking, amazing, I want to work here, I love it here, and they're in really good stead to get a job at the end of this programme.
Yeah.
But again, they've had the year to mature, to develop,
To experience the world of work.
with that support in place as well.
and, you know, and they're getting paid employment, touch wood, at the end of this.
Yes.
And that's our end goal, that opportunity to, you know, live a fulfilling life, have that foot into the door. You know, Amazon may not be the forever career, but we all need a first job somewhere. We all need
do.
that opportunity.
Absolutely.
I was a pot washer.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
was my first job.
right. Well,
Yeah.
I worked in a care home, when I was...
So it's just that first opportunity, and then once you've got that foot in, lots of doors open.
Yeah.
And that's what our programme is. It's that first opportunity, being supported, having that year to figure it out, and then hopefully going from there.
Yeah. And once you get in at Amazon as well, there's loads more opportunities once you come up that you can move on to as well. So,
very
which
supportive.
Andrew, one of our interns, he's done extra training. He goes on the robotic flooring.
Right, okay.
So he did all his health and safety. It was an interest of his. It was just before Christmas, and they trained him up, and he goes on the robotic floors.
Yeah.
When they do the floor shutdowns, he goes down with a member of staff, and because that's one of his interests, and they've made that happen. You
But
know,
the health and safety requirements would be so much more.
yeah.
So there's another one in HR, health and safety.
Well, that's
You've got
it.
all these different areas.
And he was absolutely over the moon, wasn't he,
Yeah,
when
he
he got
was.
that badge to go and do them. So he's all trained up to go on the floors when they shut down. So that's amazing.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's incredible. So on this then, the last question I suppose is, how can local businesses get involved in offering, because obviously you need employers
Absolutely.
to support the programme. So how can they get involved? What does it mean to them? What are the logistics around it, working with yourselves?
Well, I think opening the doors to their businesses, get a bit more of a diverse workforce. You've met our guys today; they are fantastic. They offer a lot. They'll be very valuable to a business, 100%. So it's a case of having an open mind. Come and meet our interns. Maybe come and have a look at what they're doing at Amazon now. But just have an open mind. It's
Get to know what the programme's all about, really. What it can offer your company.
Yeah.
A work experience for a year. You find some amazing interns within that as well. Like obviously Amazon with ours, so employable. Absolutely, yeah. Just come in, meet the guys, see what the experience.
Every guest I've had on from the college, they've always been like, come in and talk to us and meet us.
Yeah.
I appreciate it's this big building,
But we
the
can
big
get
glass
you in.
frontage, but come and see us.
Yeah, we
and
can
see
get
what
you
it's
in.
all
It's
about.
fine.
Yeah, 100%. So if people did want to get in touch, is it just through the college website and channels on there?
Yeah, come through the website, contact me direct. I'm more than happy to come out and meet whoever, and I'm more than happy to introduce somebody to come in and meet our guys in Amazon. But yes, go through.
So a good start point is darlington.ac.uk, and obviously look for the Supported Internship Programme, which is this specific programme.
Yeah.
And then obviously if you're an employer out there and you're looking to reach out into working with interns, obviously it's a great opportunity for you to be involved. So likewise, get in touch.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you
and
for
thank
having
you,
us.
3 students over there, the interns, the legends.
Yeah.
I'm going to call them the legends because that was absolutely really impressive. And well done. We wish you the best of luck with the continuation of your internship programme, and best luck in your interview. Let's not forget that. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So if you want to know anything more about the Supported Internship Programme at Darlington College, visit the website darlington.ac.uk and get in touch with us. We are approachable, we are friendly, we are open to discussion, and we'd love to hear from you. Other than that, thank you to all the guests that have been in the studio today, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.